Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're steaming full ahead with the USS Mahan DDG-72, the legendary Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer that has served as a cornerstone of United States naval power for nearly 30 years and has now been reborn as the world's first Flight I block upgrade, carrying the revolutionary AN/SPY-6 V for air and missile defense radar, giving her the most powerful air search capability ever fitted to a destroyer and turning her into a floating fortress against hypersonic weapons, ballistic missiles, and drone swarms from the Red Sea to the South China Sea. If you're a surface warfare enthusiast, a radar technology fanatic, or simply in awe of the engineering masterpiece that fuses gallium-nitride active electronically scanned arrays, an upgraded Aegis Baseline 10 combat system, and the most advanced sensor suite in the fleet onto a proven 3-decade-old hull, you're in for a comprehensive and radar-locked deep dive. The USS Mahan, named after Admiral Alfred Thayer Mahan and commissioned in 1998 as the 22nd Flight I Arleigh Burke, is no ordinary greyhound of the fleet. She is a 155-metre-long, 9,400-ton beast that spent 22 months in modernization at Ingalls Shipbuilding from 2023 to 2025, emerging with the SPY-6 V for fixed-face radar, enhanced cooling for continuous high-power tracking, and full compatibility with standard missile 6-block IU and future hypersonic countermeasures. From her combat-proven strikes in the Red Sea against Houthi targets in 2024 to her post-overhaul shakedown cruises in November 2025 that proved the new radar can track multiple ballistic threats at once, this ship has become the living template for the entire Flight I upgrade pipeline. We'll dissect her extraordinary capabilities in exhaustive detail, deliver a thorough technical overview based on the latest post-modernization trials, explore her critical strategic role in distributed maritime operations and the Navy's ballistic missile defense shield, sprinkle in some jaw-dropping fun facts, and wrap up with the most recent developments as of November, including her return to the fleet and future deployment hints. So light off the LM2500s, spin up the SPY-6, and let's get underway for everything you need to know about USS Mahan DDG-72. The USS Mahan DDG-72's capabilities now place her at the absolute pinnacle of surface combatant evolution, engineered as a multi-mission air defense and strike platform to dominate contested seas with a lethal blend of next-generation radar power, upgraded combat systems, and proven hull durability, allowing her to detect, track, and engage hypersonic glide vehicles, ballistic missiles, and saturation drone attacks at ranges and accuracies never before possible on a destroyer. At her heart beat 4 General Electric LM-2530 gas turbines, producing over 100,000 shaft horsepower for sustained 30-plus knot sprints and a range exceeding 4,400 nautical miles at 20 knots, giving her the legs to escort carriers across the Pacific or sprint intercept threats in the Persian Gulf. The true revolution is the AN/SPY-6V for air and missile defense radar, a fixed-array gallium-nitride active electronically scanned array with 37 radar modular assemblies per face, delivering 30 times the sensitivity of the legacy SPY-1D V, and the ability to track objects as small as a baseball at over 1,000 kilometers, while simultaneously guiding dozens of Standard Missile 2, Standard Missile 3, and Standard Missile 6 missiles in flight. Paired with Aegis Baseline 10 and the new ship self-defense system, Mark II combat system, Mahan can now conduct simultaneous anti-air, anti-surface, and ballistic missile defense engagements with fire control quality, previously seen only on dedicated cruisers. Her vertical launch system still packs 96 Mark 41 cells, typically loaded with a mix of 32 Standard Missile 6, 32 Standard Missile 2, 8 Tomahawk land attack missiles, and 24 evolved Sea Sparrow Missile Block 2 for close-in defense, while the 5-inch/62 caliber Mark 45 Mod 4 gun and 2 triple torpedo tubes handle surface and subsurface threats. Add the MH-60R Seahawk with Hellfire missiles and torpedoes in the hangar, and you have a destroyer that can independently hunt submarines, strike inland targets, and shield an entire carrier strike group from hypersonic weapons, all while her upgraded cooling and power systems sustain continuous high-power radar operations in tropical heat. This makes the modernized Mahan the most lethal and survivable Arleigh Burke ever built, a true bridge between the legacy fleet and the future DDG-X. To fully appreciate USS Mahan's transformation, let's break down the key upgrades. The SPY-6 V4 replaces the 4 rotating SPY-1D faces with 4 fixed 37 Radar Modular Assembly arrays mounted higher on a redesigned deckhouse, increasing detection volume by a factor of 30 and enabling true simultaneous integrated air and missile defense. The radar runs on gallium-nitride transmit-receive modules that are 15 times more efficient than legacy gallium arsenide, allowing sustained high-power illumination without overheating. Power generation was boosted with a new 4.5 megawatt electrical plant and advanced liquid cooling loops that can reject heat equivalent to a small town. The Combat Information Center now features large-screen common tactical displays with touch and voice interfaces, while the entire ship is wired with fibre-optic backbones for terabit data rates between sensors and weapons. The result? A ship that entered service in 1998 and now outperforms brand-new Flight I Burkes in raw radar power and will serve as the testbed for standard missile 6-block IU hypersonic defense and future directed energy integration. The USS Mahan's strategic role is massive in the Navy's pivot to great power competition, serving as the first operational proof that the Arleigh Burke-class can be continuously upgraded to counter 21st century threats without building entirely new hulls, saving billions while keeping 30-year-old ships relevant against hypersonic weapons and drone swarms. She is now the flagship template for the entire Flight I and Flight II modernization pipeline, with over 30 destroyers slated for similar SPY-6 and Baseline 10 upgrades through 2035. Fun fact, during her Red Sea deployment in 2024, Mahan fired more missiles in combat than any destroyer since Vietnam, downing over 100 Houthi drones and missiles before her upgrade even began. Another wild detail, her new SPY-6 arrays are so sensitive that during trials she tracked the International Space Station in low Earth orbit, something previously only possible with dedicated ground radars. As of November 2025, USS Mahan has officially rejoined the fleet after completing post-modernization sea trials and combat system certification, with the Navy confirming her SPY-6 V4 achieved full operational capability ahead of schedule. She is currently preparing for her next deployment with Carrier Strike Group 8 in early 2026, widely expected to be a high-end Indo-Pacific rotation where she'll test hypersonic defense tactics against simulated Chinese DF-17 threats. The success of Mahan's upgrade has already greenlit accelerated modernization for her sisters Curtis Wilbur and Stout, proving the Arleigh Burke design will remain the backbone of the surface fleet well past 2050. USS Mahan DDG-72 is the ultimate testament to American naval adaptability. A 30-year-old warrior reborn as the most powerful destroyer on Earth. What are your thoughts on Mahan 72? Blown away by the SPY-6 leap? Hyped for the upcoming Pacific deployment? Or just here for the fact she once tracked the ISS? Drop your takes below, smash that like if she earned it, share with your Navy crew, and subscribe for more deep dives into the ships defending the free world, fair winds and following seas. And I'll see you in the next one.